Shoplogix is a smart factory solution that helps manufacturers on their operational excellence journey. What does that mean? It's a little bit of a mouthful, but what we do is we do this by collecting data directly from the plant floor, from the machines and processes, and we'll visualize that in very specific ways that help drive engagement and performance improvement. So by connecting directly to the machines, you get an accurate reflection of the manufacturing process in real time. And those dashboards and displays, which I'll show you throughout this webinar, they're tailored specifically for different roles and different users so that you can understand immediately when the process is deviating from normal, and you can react to address the issues. And of course, all the data is collected and can be analyzed for opportunities. So today we're really going to talk about what a daily management system is and how to implement one, in particular, leveraging Shoplogix to make that process easier. So what is a daily management system? So this quintessential piece of equipment for a DMS, daily management system, is this whiteboard that you might have seen around different facilities or even in your own facility. Typically, it has 5 or 6 main categories, as you can see along the top: safety, S; quality, Q; CDP. The letters might be different depending on what you're focused on, but this piece of equipment is what people think of when they think of a daily management system. What it really represents is that one kind of daily meeting where people stand in front of this board and talk about their process. So really often when people think of a daily management system, this is what pops into their minds. Everyone gathers once a day around this board. They report on what happened in the previous day. So this board, that daily meeting, it's very important, but it's really only part of the picture. You don't really just want to review yesterday's news. You want the DMS to be designed so that actionable information is presented at the right level. So what's more important than this board is really the system part of the daily management system. So we don't want to just review that news. We want to be prepared with actions based on that news. So really what this leads to is a tiered system of ownership and accountability. So that one meeting is a culmination of a lot of data flow into that meeting. So at this point, I was going to do a poll, but I just wanted to get an idea of if people are familiar with boards like this. This board really has been around in industry for many years, really starting with Toyota and Lean, but also through other CI and tiered meeting systems. They might not look exactly like this. It might look a little bit different. It might be 3 boards. It might be electronic, actually, or it might be just pieces of paper. But in any case, a lot of people have really tried to focus their daily reviews around this one piece of information and this whole presentation method. But when we talk about daily management as a holistic system, the difference is reacting and getting things done before they get to that KPI board. So when I say it's holistic, it covers the whole plant. It touches all kinds of different roles, but it also covers the whole time period, not just that 15-minute meeting each day. So I'm going to focus on 3 main categories today. We could talk about daily management systems for a long time. There's different paths to follow. There's different approaches that people take. But I'm going to focus on these main categories, which are really based on the roles of the people involved. So the operators who work in the product realization, those who transform the product, and the supervisors, the team leads that are responsible for certain areas, the performance of those areas, and of course, the management team that's involved as well. So the operator has, at the operator level, it really starts there. There's visual cues in our system to understand whether they're on track or not. It might not just be in Shoplogix. They might have a whiteboard. That's the old way of doing it. They have a visual display that says, hey, I made 20 parts this hour. There was 18 that were good, but 2 that were bad. It goes beyond that reporting, though. The operator, they own their process. They know how the machine works, what good product is, and when things are starting to fall apart. They often don't really have a way to communicate their problems And a daily management system gives them that communication tool. It gives them this process where they can identify things that are out of control, and they can escalate that as required. From a supervisor level, they can see those escalations, they can see abnormalities, and they should be responding to that. So visual management will allow them to focus on what's important first, what's the priority, and highlight when to go and see what the problem is, and when to investigate. And of course, management can see those actions and the effect of those actions. When I say management, I'm really referring to anyone that's in an operations kind of management role. It could be senior management, it could be a plant manager, it could be a production manager. There's different titles for people, but really they're managing an area of the plant or maybe the whole plant. So these actions that a manager would be looking at is really, they're responsible for driving the whole process. So that includes setting up this tiered reporting structure, as well as setting up the escalation criteria. So what ties all of this together is this visual aspect of it and how the data flows. So everyone can see what they're responsible for.